My name is Eric Cantrell. I'm the technical lead on the MITRA project from the IT team. I'd like to take you through a brief tour of the new MITRA sites, give you a chance to see everything before you really get into it, since this is going to be slightly different than the forums that you've been in before. When you first arrive at the site, you're going to see that it's got a landing page. It's going to show you the most recent questions. You can click on these, take you right to the forums or right to the individual questions. It's going to show the most recent 5 over here. There's a bit about MITRA, and there's a nice help link. There's a bunch of pages across the top. One of the first things you're going to notice is that the forums and the resources are behind the EULA. So you are going to need to go to the terms of use page and agree to the terms of use. Once you do that, the resources page will show up and the forums will show up. So what I believe a lot of you have been used to so far is having a very typical forum. The issues that I saw when I was asked to replicate this project with a traditional forum is if something is ASTM and gilding and grounds and priming, and you have a question that has all 3 of those elements to it, which forum do you post it in? Do you put it in the ASTM forum, or do you put it in the gilding forum? So what I've allowed you to do here in this system is ask a question and then tag it for as many categories as you feel is appropriate for your comment or for your question. When you come here, you can just basically go to show all, and it'll show you everything. There's only 2 questions in the system right now because we're just in the final stages of building it. But you can also say, I only want to see questions about acrylic or questions about alkyds. So there's a health and safety support in pigments. So if I said pigments, I'd show all pigments questions. If you do show all and you have like multiple things, you could say pigments, and I want photography and documentations. It's going to highlight those items for you to say, this is why we're showing you this item. One of the other things that you can do is you can do a search. It's going to search over what you show. So it's helping you to sort of narrow your field. If you just say, I want to look at something for environment, and then you get like 50 responses back, you're like, ooh, I'm really worried about this particular thing in environment. You could do a search term. So if I come down and I type toxicity and I hit search, it's going to highlight the questions that have a match for my search term. We are going on a full search right now. So if you type in toxicity of lead paint, you're going to have to get that exact phrase. So I try to keep your search terms very simple for now, and we'll work on expanding the search capability to be a little more helpful in the future. If I don't find that this is useful, I can just hit clear, and it clears that stuff up. You can see there are 2 questions in here: toxicity of lead white, and how do you prepare the surface of an ACM panel. You can see this is the title of the question, this is the body of the question, and these are the things that it was particularly flagged for. If I click on it, I see the full information for that question. So I see that information again. I see the first answer that a moderator is given, and I see the first comment. I also get the ability to add my own comments. So if I wanted to, I'm just here as a normal user, and I say, I want to make a comment. There you go. I submit my comment there, and I hit submit. It gives me a little message here saying, this is the comment. I have absolutely taken your comment in. Since the system is open to everybody without a login at the moment, it is going to hold your comment for a moderator's approval, just to make sure that you're not, advertising for something. We don't want a spam bot to come in here and fill out the forms with nonsense. So that's a stopgap for now. Once we get authentication working for the forums and everybody has a login, that'll become less necessary, and we'll bring that back to review. Once the comment has been approved, it's just going to show up as the second comment. It's going to date stamp, and it's going to be good to go. I believe that's really everything that I want to show for the system, and please give us feedback if you have it. There's information on our website of how to contact us, and we look forward to seeing you use this system.